Hello Union, today we are going to discuss handstand warm-up. The warm-up I'm showing you today can be done previous to the handstand session, even if you are working more advanced handstand skills like the one-arm handstand or handstand presses. The way I like to perform these handstand warm-ups is starting on the floor, activating and warming up my wrists, starting with these forward leaning with your fingers pointing forwards. I like to do this for 10 to 15 repetitions, improving the range of motion as I go through the exercise, as well as all the little seconds at the end before I come back again. After that, I like to put my wrist at the 45 degree and also do this forward leaning to improve that wrist extension, as you can see me here doing. The next one, I turn my fingers backwards and my biceps are facing forward. In this one I'm working more in the extension of my elbow, as well as I'm working on that wrist and elbow stretch. Next I put my palms facing up and I do some finger curls. As you can see here, I try to squeeze my fingers together with the elbow pits facing together as well, so that I can stretch my wrist extensors a little bit more. After that I go to some finger strengthening exercises and finger support exercises just to strengthen those wrists as well as those fingers, as they are really important to stable your handstand and to help you control balance on your handstand. I start with those finger raises as you saw previously, and now I'm doing some kind of plyometric finger holds, where I jump from a finger holding position and then I receive the force as I come down to try to really strengthen that and getting the power in the wrists. After, I like to do some rotations of the wrists and of the shoulder. With this one I'm improving my range of motion on the shoulder, as well as stretching the rotators of the wrist, as well as the rotators of the elbow and the shoulder. Coming next, I have a shoulder exercise, a shoulder mobility exercise with a resistance band. In this one, just grab a band, start with a lighter resistance, and then you go to a shoulder extension and shoulder dislocation afterwards, where you reach with your hands backwards, as you can see me doing here. Then I go and I close a little bit more the band, just so that I can increase the resistance and improve the range of motion as well. In this one we are stretching as well our pecs and working on that range of motion. Afterwards I do some band presses, where I work my posterior chain, where I work the rhomboids, the trapezius, to stabilize those scapulas, and afterwards I do this kind of shoulder depressions that I use to also activate my trapezius. Coming next, and this one is a very known one, that is the hollow body position, just so that I can get my legs, my core to feel the movement, feel the position of the handstand. Although this is a different position, this one is great for you to activate the abdominal muscles, the gluteus, as well as your legs. The one that I like most is this one for shoulder range of motion and shoulder proprioception, and this one is the belly facing down raises, where you strengthen your rotator cuff of the shoulder, your lower trapezius mainly, and you get that shoulder flexion that is very important for the handstand itself. Next, I like to do some pancake exercises. I start just with a simple pancake, a simple body inclinations to the front, where I just start to warm up the legs. Then I like to go to my sides, working on the side bend, as well as to stretch a little bit and mobilize a little bit the spine. Here it can be helpful if you are working on some flagging, as well as if you are working on some rotations, for example for the one arm handstand. Then I just progress, I raise my arms up and I go a little further, just to stretch more the adductors and the hamstrings, as well as the calves. And I like to do this one as I feel that my handstand gets stable, as I can control better my legs in a straddle position. This one is very specific for the side bending, the handstand side bending, for another one for the flags, as well as for the one arm handstand. As I'm working on it, I like to perform this one a little bit further and to increase that side bending range of motion to improve the one arm side raises as well. Afterwards, I like to have some kind of wall handstand exercise. In this one, I'm just doing a wall handstand hold, just to get my body to understand the position, control the position, activate everything before I go off of the wall, so that when I do it, my body is ready for it and I'm prepared for the workout. So guys, this is a simple, quick and effective way for you to warm up for your handstands. You are warming up every part of the body that really works on the handstand, and you are preparing your body for the workout session. So this is an idea of a warm-up, the one that I normally use, and as you can see, you can do it anywhere with little equipment. I just used an elastic band. Other than that, I'm not using any equipment, so make sure you try this one out. Let me know what you think, let me know what you do extra these ones, and I will see you on the next video.